Hello, everybody. This is Etienne Marcel Petute, the Sports Inquirer, and welcome to another edition of the Fighting Peaches. On this edition, we are going to be hearing from Georgia State football starting center Alec Johnson as the Panthers prepare to make the trip down south to Statesboro, Georgia, to face their rivals Georgia Southern this upcoming Saturday. Before we get to Alec and everything he had to say about the contest and more, as always, the follow-up thing, everything that we do, head to the mothership, thesportsinquirer.net, premier site for news and notes in the world of sports. You can also go to our social media platforms on Twitter/X, Instagram, and Facebook. Just look us up there. And finally, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our audio and video hosts, which include YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and more. So, as I mentioned, we were able to speak with the Georgia State football player Alec Johnson as the Panthers do prepare for their annual rivalry contest against Georgia Southern. Panthers looking to rebound from a disappointing home loss to Appalachian State last week, and Panthers are still seeking their first conference win. So let's hear from Alec, and then we'll have some comments on what he had to say and more. Enjoy.
Yeah, it feels great to be back out there. I was dealing with a little bit of sickness. It's good to be back there starting and playing with the guys.
A highlight matchup of the season every year against Georgia Southern. How's the team approaching it, and just getting ready for that big rivalry matchup, especially on the road this year?
Yeah, it's always one we're thinking about, looking forward to. Got a circle on it during the calendar for sure. Just looking forward to it, going out there, taking it 1 week at a time, trying to bounce back and definitely win this game for sure.
You know many of the guys on the other side?
With too many of them,
With what's gone on with the offensive line, I guess, what do you look at as the things you most need to correct as a unit to get it going?
Things we've already started to correct is the penalties, for one. I say last week, I'm pretty sure we didn't have any false starts. The week prior to that, we had multiple, and it really cost us the game. So that's one thing we've been locking in on cadence, trying to use that as a weapon, and not beating ourselves. But just staying healthy, being on the right page all the time, just communicating as one, playing as one, and I think we'll be really good moving forward.
Seems like the offense played better end of the third quarter, really into the fourth. What was different for the last 12, 15 minutes of the contest as opposed to that just really slow start against App State?
I think we realized we were down, and we started moving the tempo a lot more. Playing with tempo, got them guys on their toes. They were leaving things open, and we were able to execute tempo well, get first downs, leading to touchdowns, and that worked well for us.
I guess as one of the older guys in the room, and do you take any kind of a leadership role of trying to get everyone's heads up as season has started the way you wanted to, but you still got games to play?
Yeah, I for sure try to. No matter the results, we still have the same goal in mind. We still gotta try to win games. We're gonna stay positive always. Try to get the younger guys going. Show them that even through adversity, we still gotta fight through and keep the same team goals.
Just having multiple quarterbacks taking snaps this year, at least 3 so far that I can think of. Just how difficult has that been for the line, really for the offense overall, finding that continuity, because you haven't had that one guy at quarterback to just really just be consistently with on the field?
I wouldn't necessarily say it's difficult. It's just adjusting to the different styles of play. They all bring different things to the table. They're all great competitors. I wouldn't say necessarily it's difficult. I wouldn't say that. It's just adjusting and figuring out what works best for us as our team goes.
As a team, would you like to see one guy established? I'm not going to put you on the spot as far as a preference, but just at least would it be better, you think, if you just had one guy that you knew going in was going to be the guy that was going to be starting?
No, it doesn't really matter to me. I feel like that's more Coach McGee's decision. I'm just trying to execute what I'm supposed to do up front, and protect the guy who is back there.
As you've now played a few years, gotten your playing time, what have you learned about yourself as a player, as a college athlete now?
That is really fun. College football is really fun. I enjoy going out there every Saturday, Thursday, whenever we're playing. And just learning my weaknesses, learning my strengths as being a leader and being really smart, IQ-wise, football-wise, and just loving developing and just getting my game better.
All right, and that was Alec Johnson, the starting center for Georgia State football. We thank him for his time. Yeah, as I mentioned, the Panthers are looking to find their way through and getting just that first conference win and marching towards 6 wins. But yeah, just the offense not finding consistency can not finding that consistency on offense has been a big issue for the Panthers, and we'll see how they can handle that against Georgia Southern. As always, thank you for listening and watching this latest edition of the Fighting Peaches. You can always follow our content on thesportsinquirer.net. You can also go to our social media platforms on Twitter/X, Instagram, and Facebook. And finally, make sure you like and share and subscribe to our audio and video hosts, which include YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. Until next time, good fight, good night, and be safe.